Welcome, Cancers, to your December 2020 reading, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. If this is the first time you've tuned in, I offer free mini readings for all new subscribers. So if you've got a question about this particular reading or something that this reading doesn't cover for you, just click the subscribe button and ask your question in the comments below. Or if you'd like to keep it out of the public forum, just email me and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you've got in private. Now, this is the final month of a most difficult year that we have all been through, and I think that we're all going to be happy to see 2020 over and done with, but we've still got Christmas to go, so Merry Christmas to everyone out there, and hopefully that can bring us a little bit of joy. Now, let's get into your reading. Now, your reading starts out with the Page of Cups. Now, the Page of Cups is a Pisces, so you might have a significant Pisces in your life that is going to be at the forefront of your mind in December. Now, this is someone, if you look at these, this is a beautiful new deck of cards, sorry, just to digress, that I received from a dear friend of mine. It's just a new deck, and the meanings in general of the cards are just on the bottom there. And if you look at the Page of Cups there, it talks about someone who's very sensitive, open-hearted, a little bit inexperienced, a little bit moody. So if this sounds like someone in your life, this could represent them. But it also talks about a card. Pages are always messengers, and they bring in the message of the suit that they relate to. So cups are emotions. So there's a lot of messages about relationships, and this could be specifically with this water sign or with this Pisces, and water signs as well. You are a water sign, so Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, if you don't know. And it's talking about new emotional experiences that you will be going through in December, and it could be related to this person. Now, I'm feeling like right beneath this particular card, you've got transformation, and in this deck it's called transformation, but it relates to the Tower card in traditional decks. So this card, the Tower card, is a card of sudden and sometimes quite unexpected changes, and they're very significant changes, very significant life experiences, just like it says there on that card. And quite often they're unexpected and out of the blue, and they may seem really negative on the surface, but they actually are for your highest good. And I'm feeling this could relate to this particular person in your life as well. This person might be creating some significant changes. They could be giving you some messages that you weren't expecting, and it is going to shake up your world a little bit. But I feel like in December, you've got the Knight of Swords there, and the Knight of Swords is a very swift moving energy, and I'm feeling this situation that the Tower card or the transformation card brings into your life is going to cause you to have to make some very decisive actions. You're going to have to decide on a way to do certain things very quickly, very rapidly, And as this card says, you need to make these decisions and move in a direction that is based on intellect rather than emotion, because the Knight of Swords is an air card. It's an air sign, and air is all about the mind, the intellect. So you're going to have to really make some movement and some choices regarding this specific situation intellectually. You're going to have to think about things rather than let your heart take the lead on this particular one. And the Knight of Swords does suggest that you should weigh up all of your options really carefully before you do make a move. And it's quite hard because the Knight of Swords is one of the fastest moving energies. It's just like a whirlwind. It's air. It's just that you're caught up in this thing, and you almost don't have the chance to take a breath. But the Strength card is right beneath it, and that talks about your inner strength. And you've got mountains of it, Cancer. You've got so much inner strength, and you are really going to dig deep. And it's going to, you're going to have to really get a hold of your personal power in this to deal with this situation. But I'm really feeling like everything's going to be working out wonderfully for you in December. It really is. The Strength card also does talk about a Leo. It represents Leo as well. So it could be that a significant Leo is going to be assisting you in some of your decisions or in your chosen actions that you are, if you are choosing to go down a particular route or do a particular thing, this Leo could actually help you to get where it is that you need to get to. But, I really feel like the Strength card is there to just let you know that you are way stronger than you ever thought you were. And most other people around look at you and just know that you are so strong. And sometimes you don't feel that way. You're very emotional and you don't feel like you've got that strength, but boy, you do. And the Strength card is coming out just to let you know that you can do this tower situation that you're going through. You really can overcome this. Just, I feel like you have this deep sense of compassion. The Strength card talks about compassion that brings about forgiveness. And you've got, because you're so emotional, you're able to draw on that compassion, and you are able to forgive anyone who perhaps has done something to cause this tower moment in your life. Now, you've got the Six of Pentacles there, and this is a card that talks about, it's almost like a karma type of card where you've given so much in the past, and what you give, you get back. I mean, this does talk about financial, a kind of like a financial situation, but it's also energy and effort and time and the things that you put out. It doesn't necessarily have to be money, but it does talk about the good things that you've done will come back to you. And I feel like there will be this inflow of abundance for you in December. And as I mentioned, this can be financial, but it can also be abundance in many things. Abundance in love, in friendship, in assistance. There is abundance can come in many forms. So that's just such a lovely message. But also the Six of Pentacles on another level does mean be prepared to share your wealth and your fortune with other people that are less fortunate than yourself. And I guess December, around about Christmas time, it is a good time to actually to do that. It makes you feel really good as well. And often it can be difficult for a lot of people who aren't financially sound to be able to help, to be able to help them out at Christmas as well. Also, just a side note with the Six of Pentacles, it can mean people stealing from you. So just be careful that you don't have people taking advantage of you or trying to take money from you that that was hard earned and you don't want to give away. But right underneath the Six of Pentacles is the Wheel, and that's the Wheel of Fortune. What a great card. It talks about fresh new starts. I mean, if you look at the general meaning there on the bottom of the card, it's a fresh new start or the end of delays. And it's progress as well. Good fortune, it's just success. It's such a wonderful card. And really positive changes in your life happening in December. Really things to look forward to. And it can also just generally mean travel as well, traveling in a vehicle, that sort of thing. Buying a new vehicle as well, buying a big ticket item. But the Wheel of Fortune is just one of those cards. It talks about that fortunate energy that is surrounding you. And you have got my favorite card of the deck, the Sun card. That is a card of just pure joy. Absolute epiphanies are possible when you get this card. New ideas, infinite opportunities that are entering your consciousness, and you're really able to act upon them as well. It just is such a positive card, and it talks about keeping your thoughts positive. And when you do that, there is absolutely no way that you cannot achieve success. It's just keep your thoughts positive. It can, and if you've been unwell physically or emotionally, the Sun card talks about a return to health, and it's just beautiful. Your plans work out. I mean, if you read the meanings there, a time of great joy and success, brilliant epiphanies that lead to magical opportunities, plans that work out perfectly, and gratitude to the divine. So I'm feeling like things are just going to be great for you in December. Any little issue that happened with this transformation card, with this tower moment that you had, is really going to work out very well. And you've got the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups is that card where you are walking away from a negative situation. You are just turning your back on anything that was emotionally taxing and going out that door. Like if you look at the imagery on the card, you're leaving all of that stuff behind you, all that clutter, all that emotional baggage and clutter behind you, and you are walking through the door to a wonderful, bright future. And it's almost like, you're at this stage where, the Eight of Cups talks about a decision or a choice to go in another direction that you were just completely not even thinking about. And that transformation card, I feel, is what is causing you to do that. This sudden, unexpected, perhaps negative issue that happened is causing you to now make you feel a little bit restless, and the things that fascinated you and enticed you in the past, they're insignificant now. and you are yearning for something more meaningful, and you want to have a life that's really that rewards you emotionally and spiritually. So, you know, this decision to leave some emotional stuff behind, it can bring great sadness, and but that doesn't mean that you should stop doing it. Go for it, leave it behind, go through that doorway to that new life and the new opportunities that are really out there for you, and opportunities that are going to allow you to be who you're meant to be deep down inside. So I hope that resonated with you, Cancers. That is pretty heavy. There's a lot of intense energy there, and it's quite significant because you've got 4 out of the 8 cards are major arcana, which means major significant events going on in your life in December. But that Sun card just shines its light over everything and will make everything better. The Strength, the Wheel of Fortune, the Sun, everything is going to be great for you in December, or certainly turn out wonderfully. You just have to have that faith. Now, your final card from the Gateway Oracle cards by Denise Linn is Flying Free. And the affirmation for this card is, I unfurl my wings and fly. So this card means be daring, cast aside conventions and restrictions, dance, laugh, explore, go beyond your predictable behavior and say yes to life. By doing so, you support others in finding their wings. The universe wants you to know you're not on the planet to live a mundane and ordinary life. You're here to grow, expand, and step into your extraordinary self. Of course, there are times to live an extraordinary life, but there are also moments to fling your arms to the heavens. Choose life on your terms. Clear out mental and emotional fog and move beyond those situations that you have outgrown. Don't unconditionally accept the rules you have placed on yourself or that others have placed on you. And I really feel, Cancers, that this Flying Free card is absolutely connected with that 8 of Cups. It's that leaving that stuff behind, changing the way you look at the world. It may have been sparked by this tower moment that you've had, but it's allowing you to soar and set yourself free from the constraints that society has perhaps put on you or you've put on yourself. So I hope that resonated with you, Cancer. As I said, please feel free to click the subscribe button and ask a question. If you're into crystals, check out my website at kazana.com.au. There's some beautiful crystal pieces there, all one-off pieces made in Australia by an Australian designer, and all the meanings of the crystals are also in that website, so check those out if you're into that. Have a wonderful December, a wonderful Christmas, and I'll see you in the new year. Bye, Cancers. Love you.